In this video, we will discuss about how to connect all our components to the license server. For that, let's make sure all of the components are up and running. And we have a folder 1 and 2, say searcher and indexer. And the management console, we have kept it open because now in our lab server, we are going to use a management console as a license server as well. So first, I think in the last few videos, we have uploaded the license server. I think in last video, right? Yeah, we uploaded the license and we have separated license pool. So we have three pools now, and we can see all the indexes details which are connected to this license server. So we have heavy forwarder 2 which we connected just before this video. So for you this might not be visible. For you only one information will be available, that is the self management console itself. Now let's see how to connect other components. So there are three ways of connecting it. One is like a search it, you can connect through UI, because I think in most of the companies searches will have a UI because the UI needed. We can directly connect all the searches using UI as well. But in indexer we will see how to connect using backend, because right, in the production environments in the companies, indexers won't have a UI. So let's see how to use a CLI command in indexer to connect to license server. When it comes to the heavy forwarder, we will use the conf file, because for heavy forwarders or any forwarders in the production deployment, we will use the deployment server to deploy the configurations. So for production we won't have a UI or as well as backend access for the heavy forwarders. Even sometimes the heavy forwarder UI also gets disabled because nobody using the heavy forwarder UI, then why should they have? So they will disable that. So for that reason, we are going to use conf files to configure license server connection in heavy forwarder. Okay. So now let's go one by one. So first, let's go to the searcher and let's go to the settings, licensing, change to peer. You see the first line, change to peer, and designate a different instance as a license manager. You can click on that. It is asking license manager's URI, which is management console URI for us. So let's go to the instances tab. And what is the management console URI? Please take the private IP, because public IP tend to change whenever the server gets restart. Take the private IP or FQDN if your team is providing. So we can keep the private IP and colon 8089. The port is 8089, management port only. There is no separate port for license. It's a management port. So let's click on save, and it needs a restart. So once the license is added, it needs a restart. So let's restart it now. And yeah, this won't happen. Let's clear the restart. Let's restart Splunk once again. Yeah, let it restart. So meanwhile, if you go to your management console, this page, and if you refresh, you might see the searched UI as well. You see here, we are getting some other IP, and we have searched here at the top, right? Yeah. So this means searched is connected to license server, and let it restart. Okay, it is restarted. Now let's log in again. Okay, now let's go to settings and licensing. Yeah, now you see this configuration changed, and it says like it is license manager, server name, everything. So we can go to the management console and once again refresh this. Yeah, it is staying there. So now searcher is connected. So now let's connect the indexer via backend, right? So let's go to the indexer. So now let's go to the indexer backend. Yeah. Okay, let me expand this and keep it small. This one as well. Yeah, clear the screen. Yeah, now I logged in to the indexer. Now let me switch back to Splunk user. Yeah, and navigate to opt Splunk bin directory. Yeah, execute this command. So this is the CLI command which will do the same activity what we did it in the front end, right? So it does the same activity in the back end. You can use this command. So it's asking username and password. Yeah, it says you need to restart the Splunk. Yeah, same way. So let's restart the Splunk. Yeah, let it restart. And especially for the indexer server, it takes some time. Like in general, not here. In general, production also, if you restart indexer like using this command, it does take some time extra when compared to searched or forwarder, because indexer is the instance which does heavy lifting in the Splunk. So it has to shut down all the processor before it triggers the restart. So that's the reason sometimes indexer takes longer, maybe even 1 minute, 2 minutes also sometimes it takes. So that is expected. Don't worry. So meanwhile it gets restarted. We can go and check it in the license connected indexers if it increase the count. Yeah, you see indexer popped up. So it got connected. Now let this restart. So restarting is going to complete. Okay, it is restarted. Now let's log into the front end and check if it is fine. Settings, licensing. Yeah, this is also good. And one more time, let me refresh the license server. Yeah, it's there. Searched is there. Indexer is there. Okay, so now searched indexer, and this component is visible. And now away forwarder one, we will try to connect using configurations, right? So for that, we'll have to log into the heavy forwarder backend, heavy forwarder one backend. Click on connect, search command, and okay, let me exit from the indexer, clear the screen. Yes. Okay, this is HO1. So clear the screen. Yeah. So first thing, we have to switch to Splunk user. Sorry, my keyboard is doing something. Okay. And then navigate to OPT Splunk etc system local directory. Here, check if you have a server.conf. All right. So we have a server.conf. So let's do cat server.conf. Yeah. So there are some configuration. So make sure you are editing this file, not replacing this file. Okay. va server.conf. You can use this configurations. Just license stanza and the manager UI, and just save this file. Again, restart Splunk bin Splunk restart. Yeah, once it is restarted, we should start seeing heavy forwarder in the license manager. Okay, it's restarted. Let's go to the license manager UI and refresh this. We have five heavy forwarder one and heavy forwarder two as because heavy forwarder two we already connected. Yeah, heavy forwarder one it is started coming. So yeah, all five components are connected here, like including management console. Right. So let's go to heavy forwarder and check the licensing. Yeah, heavy forwarder two, and I think heavy forwarder one. Settings, licensing. Yeah, Hayford 1 is also connected. So basically in all searched indexer, Hayford 1, Hayford 2, everything is now pointing to license manager. So we tried it three different way. Everything does the same. every command, every configurations, everything does the same configuration. So you can use any one based on your architecture, based on your access levels. Yeah, now let's try to add the indexer to the specific pool. In last video, do you remember we had created a pool? Now what do you think, like in which the pool the default indexes gets, I mean default indexes gets connected? Now, if you go and see, we have three different pools. It says no indexer have reported into this pool today. What does that mean? So no indexers connected here, right? So now let's go and check the default pool. See here, any indexer that connects, we are having it here. It's not visible. By default, all indexes reporting to license manager uses the default pool. Okay, don't get confused with that. Even if you go to the all in indexer details, and you see pool names, all auto generated pool forwarder, auto generated pool free, auto generated pool forwarder free. So all indexes which connects to this license server utilizes the free licenses, not the enterprise licenses. So we have, for enterprise licenses grouping, we have to add them manually. Okay, so only our indexer is going to index the data, right? For that, we can add higher data, right? Higher license volume. So in the default pool, we have a 6 GB. So I'm editing this and I can say specific indexes. Here you see we have a list of indexes, right? I can just select indexer, and I can click on submit. So it gets added. Okay, so you see now it shows the indexer name under this list. What I'm going to do in India indexers, I will do search it. All right, I'll just create name called search it. I'll just assign the search it and I'll submit. See, search it is now assigned to this pool. Now you see there is a slightly some data started populating, right? Now let's go to edit USA indexes. Here let me add HIF order 1 and 2. Click on OK. It's that simple. Okay, now if we go to the all indexer details, and here you see we should see which pool it belongs to. Okay, so this helps us to check the usage report based on the pool size, because if you have 100 servers, right, you cannot go and see in each server like that, right? You can go to usage report, and here it will give you pool wise. You see now we are getting data different pool. For India indexer, how much it is, like the quota it is giving. Of course we don't have any utilization because we don't have any data index now. So yeah, this is how it will separate and it will give it to you.